Brittney Cooper, Eloquent Rage, a black feminist discovers her superpower. Welcome to the world of Eloquent Rage, where Brittney Cooper, a Rutgers University professor and esteemed columnist, embarks on a journey to uncover centuries of complex emotions that black women experience in a society affected by sexism and racism. Throughout this summary, you'll explore the struggles faced by black women both historically and in present times, as well as examining the concept of sassiness and its rooted connection to repressed rage. Cooper shares personal accounts and expert insights into topics ranging from domestic violence and toxic masculinity, to police brutality and the role of celibacy in the lives of many black women.
Cooper's anger. Rutgers professor Brittney Cooper boldly illustrates the racism and sexism experienced by black women. In her book, she explains that black women turn to sass when anger is too dangerous, as it puts their livelihoods at risk. Cooper discusses how white Americans have a misguided admiration for sassy black women, when they don't understand that this is just a cover for the deep-seated anger and frustration bred by centuries of racism and sexism. Through both academic and street language, Cooper explores the history that led to this rage and how white America responds to it. Inclusive literature matters. In Eloquent Rage, Brittney Cooper reflects on how inclusive literature could have spared her from years of racial trauma. Cooper's personal account conveys the importance of inclusive literature that helps all children feel seen and valued. Despite the book's heartrending anecdotes, it has received critical acclaim, including praise from Rebecca Solnit. Through this memoir, Cooper urges readers to broaden their understanding of race and the power of literature. The generational trauma of domestic violence. In this book, Cooper shares how spousal abuse has plagued the women in her family for generations. She recounts how her mother suffered at the hands of two abusive Vietnam War veterans before finally marrying a man who broke the cycle of violence. Cooper reveals that she, too, experienced domestic abuse before she was born. Cooper examines the link between the military and toxic masculinity, explaining how many black men turn to military service as a means of achieving stability and success. However, after returning to civilian life, many black veterans suffered from various issues, including violence, addiction, and mental illness. As a result, black women became targets for displaced anger and frustration, resulting in increased domestic violence within the community. Cooper argues that white Americans were able to express their anger towards black men and women without consequences, while black families suffered the lasting impact of the violence. In this moving section of the book, Cooper demonstrates the difficulty black men face and how it can manifest into violence against black women. Unpunished police violence against black women. The book discusses the unpunished police violence against black women, citing the case of Sandra Bland, a Black Lives Matter activist. Bland was arrested and later found hanged with a trash bag in her cell, sparking outrage among black Americans. The author challenges the police's account, arguing that rogue police officers were responsible for Bland's death, highlighting the brutal and inhumane treatment of black women by law enforcement agencies. This chapter brings to light the injustices faced by black women and the urgent need for police reform. Black women and celibacy. Cooper's book sheds light on the surprising trend of black women adopting celibacy to focus on education, career, and achievement. She presents the alarming statistic that over 60% of college-educated African American women between 25 and 35 never marry, compared to only 38% of Caucasian women in the same age group. Black readers won't be shocked, but Cooper challenges white readers to look beyond their own experiences and acknowledge the unique challenges faced by black women in pursuing success in both their personal and professional lives. The racial gap in gender politics. In The Racial Gap in Gender Politics, Cooper argues that Donald Trump's election emphasized a racial divide in women's voting preferences. Cooper points out that 53% of white women voters chose Trump, suggesting these voters prioritized racial privilege over gender equality, a troubling realization. The author's argument is convincing and underscores the need for women to confront their complicity in perpetuating racial oppression. Unleashing the power of focused rage. In her book, Cooper reveals her struggle to avoid being labeled an angry black woman. She explains how this stereotype is used to dismiss the valid reactions of black women to discrimination. Cooper concludes that channeling her rage can be a powerful tool for success and growth, even labeling it a superpower. Her insights call for a much-needed intervention in American society.
By the end of this enlightening summary, you'll understand why author Brittney Cooper regards eloquent rage as a superpower for Black women. She delves deep into the lived experiences of Black women in America, shedding light on how their anger has consistently been misunderstood or dismissed. Drawing on historical facts, personal experiences, and cultural aspects, Cooper makes a heartfelt case for recognizing the role that rage plays in empowering Black women to rise above adversity and drive change. Embrace Cooper's intimate account of her remarkable personal journey and learn from her wisdom on transforming hidden fury into a constructive force for progress.